Hello and welcome back to Broussard Homestead, where being a grandparent is amazing. So far in the chat, we have Mama Bear, Mind and Body Co., Built on the Rock Homestead, and All the Things Acres. Welcome, everybody.
Mine's just getting started.
There's a delay.
Yeah. So I have to watch the ads. Or I don't have to. All right. Hey, I was mostly on time today.
Why do I get an email saying I'm live? As if I don't know.
Maybe you didn't know.
Canadian, hello and welcome.
So what do we do this week? Not a whole lot of nothing. The weather's been nicer, so we were able to do a work day outside and get a lot of yard work done.
There's still a good bit left to go to kind of get things back in order since all the summer heat, all the extended summer heat that tried to.
Well, the summer heat
Kill
is
us.
not done, but
My crooked little homestead, hello and welcome.
we had a high of 93 today, I believe.
Yeah, it's sad. It's really because the humidity has been lower, but to say the 90s is a beautiful day is kind of weird. Ben's over acres, welcome. But we spent yesterday. We spent the entire day with Katie and Brianna. That's our daughter and granddaughter doing doctor's appointments. Oh, and Zach. Zach is the little dad doing such a great job.
He really is. They both are. They're doing really good as parents. So
Like 1,000 degrees. Yeah, I believe that.
It's still getting pretty warm here in the afternoons. Like the hottest part of the day, but it's much better than 108, 109.
Yeah.
So
much better. Thank you, Lucy.
And Canadian
rubbing it in.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, in a few months, you'll be envying us. Sheila, hello and welcome. Good to see you.
What's Joe smoking over there?
Joe has a smoker, just to clarify.
That's what I meant.
Scruffy Transportation. Good evening from Chattanooga, Tennessee, 646 miles from our doorstep. Major hazmat spill on interstate has entire interstate shut down both ways, and Chattanooga had to shut down early. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow. That was a pretty nasty wreck north of Lake Charles.
Hi, Mama Bear. Yeah, what, 12 cars involved?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That's the report, yeah.
Frost last night got down to 38 degrees. My goodness.
Oh, that's in Canada. That explains it. Yeah. I was gonna say that's nowhere close to here. We're excited when it gets down to about 65 degrees in the early morning low. And I talked to Michigan Daffodil. Her highs were in the 60s. I was like, oh man.
Well, in a couple of weeks, we'll be opening the windows. We'll be making gumbo. It's going to be an amazing fall day.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
What?
In a couple of weeks.
You make gumbo though. You're the gumbo.
I know,
person.
but I'm talking about the weather in a couple of weeks.
You're gonna hold me to the weather?
Yep. You said it.
I'm looking forward to. I've got a vacation scheduled from the middle of October to the middle of November, and so a whole month of enjoying that weather. It's going to be great.
Well, our next cool friend is coming through just in time for your week off.
Michigan Daffodil says 80 this weekend. Welcome, by the way.
80 would still be great.
There's Joe. Welcome, Joe. Amy said, "What are you smoking?"
I thought I smelled like smoky barbecue-y smell earlier. I was just wondering.
El Skippy, hello.
If I had to guess, it was probably coming from around Joe's place. It smelled good, whatever it was.
Canadian says, those positive thoughts and prayers. Send some for my wife's cousin. She lost her husband 2 days ago, went in for a leg amputation, and passed away afterwards. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
So sorry. Definitely sending prayers. Joe says, learning to make charcoal. Good deal. My nanny's here. Hello, darling.
Y'all keep Kate in your prayers too. She fell last week and broke her wrist in 2 places. So as much as she would love to be in the chat, she is not allowed to type. So being in the chat, like being on the stream, would be probably too enticing for her. She would want to type, and it would only hurt herself.
There's Commander Bacon at His Way Homestead. Welcome, Doug.
I don't know if she's actually watching the stream. She told me she probably wouldn't. Sulfur has salt mines?
I don't know.
Apparently.
Bringing all 5 or 6 folks with me. I appreciate that. I want to see more about this.
I was in there and getting ready to chat. Like, I finally got a chance to get in there and start chatting, and he left. So I knew it was time for us to go and get ready for us.
Stop that. So apparently in Sulphur, Louisiana, on the west end of Calcasieu Parish, there are salt mines. I did not know that.
Huh.
Concerns about the future stability of a salt cavern on the western side of the Sulphur Mines Salt Dome in Calcasieu Parish. Huh. Okay.
I didn't even know there was a salt mine there.
Do we still have house guests? No, we don't. They went home. It's been a week and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do miss them, though. I definitely miss Bree. I miss getting to hold her at any point.
Thanks for having me, Doug, and thanks for stopping by at ours, and thanks on the congratulations.
No, they went home on Sunday. The Sunday before last live stream.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. But it's definitely been quiet.
This past week has just flown by.
It has, yeah. But we've been getting some yard work done, and not near as much as I need to get done because it's still a little warm. The gardens need to all be just completely revamped. Like, started over. There's so many weeds in my garden right now. It is ridiculous.
It's so out of hand.
But I mean, I really hate to start weeding, and because it's still so hot out there. And when it's cooler outside in the evening, that's definitely not what I want to be doing. I want to just be enjoying the cooler weather. But today has been a little warmer. The humidity is a little higher.
The humidity is starting to come back. Scruffy says, I thought the strategic oil reserve in Hackberry was a salt. No, maybe. I don't know. I'm not familiar.
I'm not really familiar with that area a whole heck of a lot past Lake Charles.
Right.
So I don't know.
We like to stay on this side of the river.
If I'd known grandkids were this much fun, I'd have had them first. And harvesting rocks. Yeah, Rachel said something about that. We don't have any rock.
No,
I mean we do. But it's little bitty like pebbles every now and then.
People talk about bedrock. I don't know that we have bedrock.
We have mush.
I mean, I guess if you go down deep enough, there's probably rock, but down here in the South Louisiana coast.
Yeah, the only time you're gonna find rock is if you're digging in somebody's driveway.
Oh, Joe says Scruffy is right.
Well, they've put out a precautionary state of emergency for the sulfur salt mines. I'm not sure exactly what all that's about.
Mind and Body Co. Thanks for the reminder. For the foreseeable future, any sales that we make on our Etsy store is if you put in the comments of the purchase that it goes for Cheyenne, then we're going to put that money towards Cheyenne's trip fund because she is going to Nashville to sing on the Grand Ole Opry stage in May of next year.
Well, on a good note, we went to Bree's pediatrician yesterday, and her birth weight was
8'6".
8
pounds 6 ounces.
When she left the hospital, she was 8 pounds 3 ounces, and as of yesterday, she weighs 9 pounds 12 ounces.
She's gonna be a chunk.
She's really not.
No.
It seems like a lot compared to our kids when they were little.
I know.
We had little micro mini pigs.
Well, Abby was born premature, and she weighed 3 pounds 8 ounces at birth. So she stayed in the NICU for 5 weeks through Christmas and New Year's of that year, and she came home just over 4 pounds, I think.
Right at 4 pounds, yeah.
Yeah. So that was an interesting time.
Yeah. For sure.
Speaking of Abby, she had an appointment today.
I don't know if we're supposed to tell everybody her business.
I'm telling because she is happy about it, and I'm proud of her, and I'm happy for her. But Abby has lost 40 pounds, over 40 pounds.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. She is getting so healthy, and she's so much more happy. I think she was dealing with some depression for a while, and I'm not going to speculate as to why, but she was dealing with some stuff, and she just seems like she's doing so much better. She's winning.
Loves her
she's
job.
winning at life. Yeah.
She loves her job. She's enjoying school, and she is studying to do some. I don't know what the name of that test is, but anyway,
she called it T's.
Okay,
the
I don't know, but it's some kind of test for her to be able to get into her clinical rotations on time. I don't know, but
Oh, I understand.
I get it. We've got a 15-year-old Chihuahua that is kind of creeping downhill. And
tips on using a pressure cooker. Yeah. Or if you're talking about a pressure canner, maybe we can help out. Pressure cooker, not really, right?
I've never cooked with a pressure cooker. I mean, other than an Instapot.
If you're talking about a pressure canner, we have a few videos on that.
Yeah, it's losing a pet is hard. We lost Angel in 21, and man, that was a really hard blow. And now, I mean, Chloe's 15 years old, and she's really getting slower.
She's slowing down. Her back legs are not working near like they used to. She can barely see. She can barely hear. She doesn't really.
Half the time, she doesn't even know where she is. She forgets that she's in the house and not outside. So the floor becomes outside just randomly.
And lately, she's been somehow, when she goes outside to poop, she gets it on her back. Not even sure how that's happening.
But then she runs in the house like all excited and flings it everywhere.
And she hates to be cleaned. She thinks it's the worst thing in the world.
So yeah, I understand, Canadian. I really, really understand. That's rough, and it's gonna break my heart, but I know it's coming. I'm trying to prepare myself, but
Land
I
O'Lakes
don't I
State
don't know if
Forest.
there's
Hi, Brian.
any real way to prepare yourself for a loss like that. But on a good note, the solar panels are doing great because it's not so freaking hot and the humidity is less. So the air conditioner's running a little bit less, or quite a bit less.
It's great because
Yeah.
we're getting almost as much sunshine without all the heat to make the air conditioner run.
Yeah.
So we're producing so much power. It's great.
I agree, Canadian. I definitely agree. And the dog is wandering. I think she knows I was talking about her. But we've been having to leave a little bit more with, Katie having the baby and stuff. We're having to go and um check on them. And Katie called one night, not so much freaking out, but she was kind of unsure of some things. So we took off and headed to Lake Charles and went and took them out to eat and visited and made sure that Brianna was okay, which she was. But Katie's got so many questions, and some things are hard to answer over the phone without being in person. So we've been kind of leaving her alone more, and she's got separation anxiety. So
Went to Zach. Zach is working. Zach is he's working on getting a car.
yeah, they're having some vehicle issues.
They
so
have limited funds and they were not ready. The baby was a surprise. So they're working hard to get it together. I have to give them kudos for sure. Oh yeah, yeah. We cried when we buried Angel. I get it.
I think she acts like she's getting older, but still okay in the home. She jumps out of any open window.
Oh gosh, that reminds me.
Yeah.
I was going down the road with our first Chihuahua. Her name was Macy.
She was a teacup chihuahua.
I was
little bitty.
And she was a puppy at the time, not even a year old. And I had her in my lap, and I was driving down the road, and with the window open, and she just jumped right out the window. And like for a second, I was like, "What just happened?" And then I look in the rearview mirror to see her rolling back there. Thank God it knocked her out, but that's all. She was okay. But my goodness, you talk about a scare.
And I didn't let you take her out.
No, I didn't take her out anymore after that.
Oh, I was so mad at you that day.
We ended up losing Macy. It was she
got
just over a year old, and we weren't fully paying attention. We lived in town at the time, and she got on the road with some other neighborhood dogs, and a car got her. Poor baby.
That was a rough day too.
Yeah, that was a week before Christmas of that year, and we had some Christmas gifts wrapped up for her too. Mm-hmm. That was hard.
Wait.
A muskie ate the whole. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
Golly.
Oh, I think I'd have lost it. I'm guessing that's some type of fish.
I bet it was a horror show.
But I bet I'd be eating a fish. Holy moly. Is it me or is it still warm in here?
A little bit. Okay. I think it's just because no air is moving right now.
Yeah, I know.
And it's so quiet. My tinnitus is acting up. Like I'm hearing all kinds of high pitches.
Oh, cool. Michigan. She sent a package for the baby.
Cool.
The baby. Did you send it to the house or to the P.O. box?
Days are getting shorter. What are you talking about? Days are getting longer.
Well, for her it is. She's sitting in the house by herself. I get that.
Oh,
Because like when I'm sitting here, the day seems to drag on
let's
forever.
just send it to the house.
Okay, cool. That's good because then I don't have to go nowhere. I know that sounds so lazy of me, but there's been so many days we've been going and going and going. It's been kind of nice to just stay
Well,
home.
and after we were out all day yesterday, so this morning we got up and we were like, "Oh, we don't have anywhere to go today. It's gonna be nice." And then I was like, "You know what? It would be a nice day for just a country drive." And then one of us, I don't remember who, but somebody thought of it. We've got a friend who had asked us about some stuff, and uh, a friend in need, and we had gotten that stuff together. And I said, "Why don't we?" One of us said, "Why don't we go bring that?" So we did that, and we were able to bless her big time. It really helped her out. So that was really
And then we
nice.
ended up at Walmart spending a bunch of money.
Well, look, I am so aggravated with grocery prices. We got little to nothing today, just stuff that we
It was
needed,
like 5 or 6
and
bags.
it was $103.
And I say 5 or 6 bags, but we like they were very sparsely packed bags. They weren't even full bags. So
It's really disheartening. And you'll hear people blaming it on COVID and blaming it on the war in Ukraine or whatever it is. But we all know what the problem is. We all know what it is.
darling, what's your temperature set on? Woman, your electric bill is gonna be ridiculous.
I bet it is
I already
ridiculous.
know. I already know. It's like a meat cooler in that place.
You are correct, sir.
Oh man, I'm tired of all the food prices going up and our paychecks are not. Yeah, there's been weird recalls too.
Like what?
I don't remember what the one was the other day that I saw.
I haven't seen those.
Cheese, Kraft cheese slices, because people are choking on the wrapper. It's individually wrapped sliced cheese. Well, you're not smart enough to take the freaking wrapper
People
off.
are choking on the wrapper.
Yep.
It's been that way for decades. What?
I'm thinking maybe there was a defect to where the wrapper's not coming off like it's supposed to. But I mean, come on. If there's still a wrapper, you don't eat it. I mean, do you eat the Tootsie Roll wrapper and all? I mean, it's.
Abby was eating a hamburger one time and realized
Exactly, Mama Bear.
she was eating the wrapper too. You remember that?
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's just plain stupid. You can't say it any better. I mean, if I wrap some food in some wax paper and I bring it to you and say, "Here, eat this for dinner," you're gonna unwrap it.
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna eat wax paper or aluminum foil or whatever it's wrapped in. I mean, it's just like, what are you people thinking? And
Unless
I understand.
It's wrapped in bacon.
I understand, like for the cheese slices, it may be children, but I think something happened at a restaurant or something where it was a grilled cheese sandwich. Come on, people. If y'all are old enough to have a cooking degree or whatever it is, you're not smart enough to peel the plastic off the cheese. And it's not rocket science. If it doesn't tear right, then you take the time to take the rest of it off.
Oh yeah, college educated in many cases. College educated is
Well,
another word for Um,
Or did someone leave the plastic on purpose?
college educated is another way of saying just dumb.
Indoctrinated.
No, indoctrinated, no street smarts in many cases.
So you're supposed to take the detergent out of the plastic before you. Goodness.
See, I would sleep so much better.
Oh, you shut. Go sleep at your nanny's then.
College educated idiots. Yep.
Tide Pods. Yeah, right. I do. I mean, I get excited with dumb
Hey,
stuff
Suzanne.
because, like, it's. Where did common sense go? I don't know. It.
You know,
flew away.
we taught our kids common sense, but that probably doesn't go for everybody.
Well, I mean, some common sense can be taught, but
That's what Abby
you have
and
to teach your kids to think for yourself.
Abby and Cheyenne both.
Think for themselves.
They'll call me, or even in person every once in a while. Dad, I'm so glad you taught me what you taught me, because I got some stupid people out there, and they're talking about people their age. They've just
And older.
just traditional parenting has given them just leaps and bounds above others. And
Well, and I understand the thing that you're supposed to want better for your children. Better doesn't always mean top of the line clothing and the most expensive cell phone. Better.
That's
I mean,
probably
some
the
people need
opposite.
to realize that better educated would probably be actually better for them.
and real education.
Well, yeah, that's what
You
I'm
know,
saying. I'm
and
talking
then-
about life skill.
And then there's the other end of the spectrum. There's people that I know that keep their kids so sheltered with homeschool and stuff like that. These kids have to be able to grow up and operate in the world that we live in. You can't do that. You can't just
Well, I mean,
protect them from
and that's
everything.
not everybody. I mean, but there are some people that go to the extremes, of not letting their kids go anywhere and be around anybody else, and then they don't know how to act.
Yeah, Joe
Yeah.
and Sheila have some smart boys too.
Yeah. See, your boys have some pretty common sense too. Some of the kids, like their age group, sometimes you'll hear them talking to one another, like in passing in the store, and it's like, wow.
And
where did you fall from?
A lot of it is growing up not getting all the fancy stuff that makes kids popular. It kind of gives you that survivalist mentality and a willingness to do better. Adult kids are really clueless. Yeah.
Ambulance for a Band-Aid. Yeah. Seriously.
Oh, goodness. Hey, Glenn.
People like news stations are putting out like public service announcements that 911 is for emergency uses only. Duh. I mean, I was taught that in kindergarten.
Yeah.
Most of these adult kids wouldn't know how to stop, drop, and roll if they were on fire. I mean, they obviously just weren't listening. I mean, yeah. See, stupidisms get me all worked up.
A YouTube channel I don't watch anymore from the homesteading community that are so naughty. They went to the extent to put Wi-Fi blockers in the whole home. Oh. Roberta, hello. Good to see you.
Well, and like Abby's not really into the survival skills. She's not into farming and gardening and being outside, but she knows it. She knows how.
And when
she knows the basics. And when something happens, like a hurricane comes along, even though she doesn't like to do it, she steps up and knows what she's doing. So 911 bring me a burger.
And Google isn't always the truth either. You're right. You're right about that.
Yeah, my kids know the basics. Katie is a city kid. She likes to be in the city. She likes to be close to all the businesses. You know,
She may grow out of that and come back to her roots. Maybe.
possibly. I doubt it, but possibly. But if something were to happen and Katie needs to start a fire, I know without a shadow of a doubt that she could do it. It may take her a few more minutes because it hasn't been practiced in a while, but she can get it done.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can have a little fun.
No.
Alexa, play fart sounds. See if that worked.
He has to be nearby his machine. I'm telling you, if the TV's loud enough when the Google commercial comes on, then our little home thing tries to talk back to the TV, which then she has no idea what she's saying because she doesn't hear it clearly, I guess. I don't know. I only use the dang thing for timers and to work my lights. It could probably do so much more.
The funny thing is, we say the keywords, hey and Google. If you say them together, it'll set it off. But say the keywords, you give it the command, and then it carries out the command. And then for a couple seconds afterwards, it's still listening for another command, just in case. Sometimes we use that. Sometimes it's just listening to conversation, and then it's like, I don't know, but I found this on the web, and we're all like, shut up.
Oh. Yeah, see, that's why I don't like the Alexa thing, because it could be somebody's name. Somebody else's name. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think anybody's gonna name their kid Google, but nowadays you just don't know.
You just don't know.
There's actually certain legal restrictions to some cuss words that you cannot put on a birth certificate and name your kid.
Really?
There has to be a reason for that. Some idiot tried it.
For every goofy law or rule, someone is to blame for that.
I mean, why? Why? Yeah, you're probably right.
Glenn says sit two next to each other and see what happens. Yeah.
Oh, Tommy does that. He's got an Alexa and a Google, and they make them talk to each other.
Oh boy.
He had told me that before. No, I don't need two different ones. I'm gonna set up I have a little speaker thing. I'm gonna set that up in Abby's room so she can listen to music and stuff. I just got to figure out how to do it to where it doesn't play it through the kitchen and there. Yes, technology, y'all.
Oh, ask her if she works for the government. Yeah.
Well, I ask this one every once in a while. Like,
you can't ride a donkey drunk down the freeway here. That's funny.
Technically, you can't ride anything drunk. You can get a DUI while riding a bicycle. Did you know that?
What is that?
You can get a DUI while riding a bicycle.
Makes sense. Pea pie. Hi, Cheyenne.
Yeah, a lawnmower. You can get a DUI on a lawnmower if you're driving it down the road. I mean, I guess if you're in your own yard, you can do what you want.
You're operating a piece of equipment while intoxicated.
They specified a donkey, so I guess a horse is okay. How about a dog?
A guy in California got a DUI on his horse.
On a scooter. We don't have very many scooters around here, but there are a few people that drive their lawnmowers down the road. Danny was one of them.
I've done it. When we lived in town, I drove the mower to the gas station to fill it up. It was 2 blocks away. In most states, it's illegal to operate a bike while under the influence of alcohol. This means you cannot ride a bike if you have any amount of alcohol in your system. That's fair. I mean,
I guess a horse or a dog would be fine. Oh yeah, and around here, I mean, I have literally seen a volunteer fireman drive a tractor
to the fire
to
station.
a fire call.
To the station.
Well, he never made it.
He got to the station when we got back from the call.
Yeah. You don't gotta realize a tractor goes 20 miles an hour, maybe 25.
Scruffy, I'm not doing that on stream. I don't know what that is.
I'm afraid. I don't know if I want to do that off stream. Somebody had to have done it. If there's a rule, or something like that, then somebody did something stupid. I mean, somebody sued McDonald's because the coffee was hot.
I've heard more of that story.
Well,
but
I mean, just the concept of it. Certain things have to say caution hot. I mean, hello.
Yeah.
If my coffee is not hot, I am very upset about it.
A package of peanuts down at the bottom says contains peanuts.
Duh.
That's one of those things. It's the way the rules are written. That has to be on there on the package. Too many rules, and the important rules they don't enforce. Amen to that. Like we're in the process right now. We were trying to get Broussard Homestead LLC. Okay, so we're trying to get legitimized.
We're still trying.
Well, we got our federal EIN number, and then we went to apply for the LLC through the state, and found out that the word homestead is restricted. It has something to do with finance somehow.
A long time ago, I guess banks or financial institutions used to use the word homestead as part of their name or whatever. Homestead was a type of bank or financial institution.
Not sure.
Now, I've never heard of that, but I don't know how long ago this rule was made. So, yeah, now we're jumping through all kinds
Today I sent an email to see if we can still use the word, because we've been established as Broussard Homestead for 7 years now through Facebook and social media. Just
horrible. No, it says, well, nowadays a lot of things may contain nuts.
Yeah, I could take that in a couple different directions.
Yeah, well, and now we have bioengineered foods. Bluebell is one of them.
I saw that. I need to look more into that.
I want to look at the actual container. I don't buy ice cream too much anyway, because it really doesn't agree with my stomach. But Abby can go through some serious ice cream. That kid is an ice cream fool. But if that's her only treat after work, after a long day of class and work, is a small bowl of ice cream, well, oh, Mama Bear.
You're right, Roberta.
That was pretty good. I'm not reading that out loud.
Yeah, no, don't.
Is $1 coin worth more than $1? I have no idea.
I don't know. It would be worth looking into. There might be some collector value to it.
By doing that, it makes it seem as though homestead is a bad word. Right? Mm-hmm. I just want to get our business license going so that we can spread out and kind of, you know, get things going like they should be.
I want to be able. Look, I'm in love with the Beausoleil seasoning that we've created.
We couldn't tell.
I really. And
He's cooked the
I
last
would-
2 days, and I am really enjoying
I
it.
really want to get this stuff in people's kitchens for them to try. It is available on our Etsy store. This is how we're packaging it right now because we're doing it here at home. And once we get commercialized and get our LLC up and running and stuff, then we're going to have it packaged in. Well, it's going to be.
In a more commercial seasoning
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah. But as of right now, I mean, it's going to be the same thing. We've adjusted the recipe some to where it's more affordable without changing the taste.
It's a little bit spicy, but you can use less of it and adjust the spice.
So logo ideas. Actually, Joe is working on our logo. I haven't heard from him in a few weeks. I need to check with him.
Well,
He was here in the chat.
To be quite honest, we've had a lot going on the last 2
We
weeks
have.
too, and we haven't really checked in with them. And
Right.
I know they've
I
had a
haven't
lot
touched
going
base
on too.
with Joe. I cut out ice cream after learning Pelosi and Biden are hooked on it. No, I only eat homemade. I don't know if that's a good reason to give up ice cream. There are some.
I love homemade ice cream. Then
Those two are some special individuals, but I like ice cream a lot.
like falling off the wrong tree. Like absolutely no common sense. That's 2 of them.
Those are the poster children for no common sense.
Well, yeah, they fell out of the some kind of tree and hit every branch on the way down.
Northerners put that seasoning in a salt shaker.
Michigan says it's spicy. She made seasoned
Yeah,
fries the other day.
I need to adjust that.
She made seasoned fries the other day, and it was a little much.
What Michigan, you still have the old recipe. It's
Yeah, but we didn't adjust the pepper.
we didn't adjust the heat.
No.
They may contain.
I was trying not to go there.
Canadian. Oh, mosquito truck.
Oh,
Well, I mean, we are inside.
I can usually hear it though. Oh, that's the mosquito plane passed the other night, and God, the smell was so strong. Oh, it was bad.
That's one thing with the drought, the severe drought we've had this summer. There have been little to no mosquitoes. That part of it has been nice.
We had a few after that little rain. Man, they tore me up when I cut grass. But since I weed eated the taller stuff around the house where the drip line is,
Mm-hmm.
I haven't had any problems with it. It's good for a salt shaker. Yeah, just go easy on it. It does have some spice to it. So try it in moderation and then add from there if you think you can handle some more. It does have a bite to it. It's spicy. It's on the spicy end for me. But him and Abby love it. But then again, I mean, the Abby eats stuff until she makes her face cry. Gnats. We haven't had a whole lot of gnats. We didn't even have the termite swarm this year yet. Or did we?
That was in the spring.
Now we have love bugs. Yeah, but the termites.
A lot of people don't know what love bugs are. I didn't know that.
Annoying. I'm considering repainting our house.
Whatever.
Anything but white. I'm trying to not read all the comments out loud. Yeah, see, they don't have love bugs up north. We get them spring and fall. And when the love bugs come out, we know that the temperatures are going to start changing within a few weeks. In the spring, if you start seeing love bugs, it's about to get hot. In the fall, when you start seeing them, we finally start getting those little cool fronts and stuff. So in the fall, we're glad to see them. In the spring, we're like, just want to shoot them. There's like millions of them, and they're little bitty. Yeah, I don't know why they call them. Well, I do know why they call them love bugs, but we're not going to discuss that on here.
They pair up, if you know what I mean.
Well, yeah, but I was trying to find a nice way to say that, and it just.
Well, I think that was pretty.
My
nice
brain didn't comprehend all that. But they don't bite, they don't sting, they just get everywhere, and they're attracted to white. I don't know why. Why white? I'm not sure, but our front and back doors are white, and like all the trim work around, like all the trim work on the outside of the house is white. So where do they hang out? Around the doors. So as you go in and out, those little boogers are all over the house, and the cat's been chasing them, and so I'm finding dead love bugs all over the inside the house. Oh, they're gross. They're just gross.
Here, look.
Now we do have lightning bugs.
These are love bugs. See how they pair up? They fly around like that. Like this picture right here. And they swarm. Oh, they get thick swarms.
You realize that's zoomed way out on their screen, so you may want to zoom that in if you can.
Well, let me see. You can't see that? Oh, y'all can see that. Y'all can see it. But they swarm like, look at that. That's from driving through swarms.
Yeah, it's really bad. And like love bug guts will eat the paint off your car. You have to use a wet dryer sheet and like really scrub to get them off.
And
we don't have too many problems with ladybugs here. Every once in a while we'll have a little swarm of ladybugs where they can like kind of get in the house, but
those love bugs, that's common for me. I've lived here all my life, so twice a year for 47, almost 48 years. That's
a long time.
That's a long time, huh? Ladybugs do eat aphids.
Yes.
I love ladybugs.
See, at least ladybugs have a purpose. Abby's on her way home. She got out early again.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's very much like a plague.
That's what it feels like. Yeah. It really feels like that some days. Now, if you get out in the yard and stuff, they're not too bad. Now, when you cut grass, that's where they live, is in the grass. So it just fluffs them up. Oh, man, the other day when I was cutting in the field back there, I hit a patch, apparently stirred them all up. They were all over me. I had one trying to climb in my ear. Almost took a turn because I was trying not to stop mowing. And I stopped quick when I realized. Like I was trying to get it out of my ear, and the lawnmower turned. Oh. And I almost drove through Johnny's field over there.
Oh, geez.
That would have been a rough ride.
I don't know if I'm familiar with potato bugs. I don't know what that is.
I don't know. That doesn't sound pleasant, though. They name bugs weird, though. Oh, I've never seen it.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen a potato bug.
Now we have the little peel bugs all over in the dirt.
Roly-polies.
Oh,
that's what I've always called those.
You know how we get the little green lizards all over the place?
Yeah, the anoles.
Well, I don't know what you call them.
I know, we always just call them lizards.
But now there's like a little blue striped salamander. I've been seeing
those suckers
are like, they're getting thick too. I thought it was a snake on the step to the shed. It literally made me jump a step back.
Potato bugs look like crickets on roids. Yeah, I don't know that I've seen potato bugs here.
We probably do. I just
Southern Boy Prepper. I haven't really spoken to him, but I know he had a birthday this past week. Wished him happy birthday on Facebook, and he
Yeah.
replied. We haven't really had
he's
a
probably
conversation.
been working a lot. The last couple of times we've talked to him, that's what it was. He's been working and working and working. That's all Reagan does is work, I swear. I keep telling him to come over and visit. But he don't listen. He's always got to go somewhere else.
We need to have some coffee together.
I know. He's been saying that he was going to show up for one of our live streams.
Ooh, 4.5 months with no smoking. Go ahead.
He's been saying that he was going to show up at the front door for one of our live streams, and it's yet to happen. So
yeah, I'll believe that when I see it.
Maybe his ears will be ringing because he'll know we're talking about him.
A tarantula. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I would do with that.
Now, we had a snake in the feed room this morning. It was just a little water snake. Yeah. But a snake in the feed room means we have rats in the feed room.
I don't kill them.
Weather.
I don't kill those snakes because they eat rats. They eat rats and mice.
That's pretty awesome. Then 4.5 months of no smoking. That's that would be a challenge for me.
It absolutely would.
Y'all might not survive. You might have to go to work and stay at work.
I had quit at one point. I had quit for 3 years, and then I don't remember what happened.
I do. Your dad ended up in the hospital.
No, that's when we were vaping for a little while.
Oh well.
Then we ended up back to smoking. But no, for 3 years. Oh, I was going through a very, very stressful time of life, and ended up picking up a little cigar. And next thing I knew, I was smoking cigarettes again.
Playing with tarantulas. There ain't no way. See, I don't know if I could live over there. They got scorpions and weird bugs over there.
I'm sure people say the same thing about us with the alligators and all kinds of stuff.
I'll never forget the day I was with Jason then, but driving through Arizona, and we stopped at a rest stop because I had to pee. And there's this this sign that says "Watch for spiders and scorpions," and I was like, "Keep driving. I'm gonna pee somewhere else." Heck no.
Oh.
Yeah, but we don't see alligators and stuff here on a regular basis. They're not going to be crawling into my house. I don't have no doggy doors for them to climb in.
Oh, she raises them for her business, and many are her pets. Well, that's cool. Praying mantis are good for the
400 or more spiders? She can come get all of them away from my house. I don't mind a spider if it's outside. I don't like them in the house. That's like my space. You stay in your space. Now we get the big orb weavers and stuff out there.
A lot of people call them banana spiders.
I like those. Cool. No, we've been having the zipper spiders, the ones with the zipper webs.
Yeah,
those are really cool. At least those you can see the web coming up on it when you're mowing grass or whatever. Mm-hmm. Some of them are clear and you get that web all over your face.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't like that. But those zipper spiders, banana spiders, whatever you want to call them, those have like a really strong web.
Oh yeah.
Well, you could run into that and almost get caught in it. Get stuck.
Yeah, and try to get the thing off. I know it doesn't bite or whatever because their little fangs are too short. I still don't want it implanted in my nose. Nope.
Any last minute prayer requests? We're about out of time. Just about. We've got about 5 minutes left. Tiny when they hatch. They're see-through? Oh, wow. Well, that's cool.
Oh,
See, in my experience, the more I learn about something, the less scary it is. Like snakes, I'm not so scared of snakes.
I'm not
anymore.
scared of snakes, but we have our own. You stay in your area and I'll stay in mine. And see, me and that snake this morning, I fixed feed and everything. He was up on the little ledge, and
Roberta's family.
as long as he stayed in his area, I was fine with him. You didn't have to go mess with him. But as long as he stayed in his corner of the feed room and didn't jump at me or fall on me, we were all right. I got you, Mama Bear.
Oh, stop that.
No, I don't mind the snakes. Now, certain types, but I've learned to distinguish for the most part which ones are venomous and which ones aren't. But now cockroach, them big flying suckers, nope. I will lose my mind and break down a wall trying to get away from those things.
Jumping spiders nurse from their mom. I didn't know that. Oh, ducks. We have 2 ducks. We still have Oreo and Cookie. Those are the ones that y'all helped name. Ducky is the one that was blind in one eye, and she had some issues. She ended up disappearing probably a couple months ago.
Yeah.
We haven't seen her. There's the mosquito truck.
Yeah.
I hear it now.
Yep. Probably spray in the back of my car.
All right, you guys. Next week we're going to be back on our regular night on Thursday.
Is it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Next week will be your week off.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm kind of getting used to his schedule now. It's only been 14 years. I'll figure it out one day. Probably about the time he retires.
Hopefully that won't be too far off. I'm ready to get out of there.
I got college credit for handling snakes. Nope. Oh, a king snake and a garter snake. Those don't bother me too much. We get the little garter snakes and stuff. We don't see too many king snakes around here.
All right. Everybody's saying good night. So good night, everybody. Peace and love. Until next week, good night and God bless.
We'll see you next week, guys.